Hello viewers, it's Teacher Michael from School Reviews, bringing you a new podcast on my segment called The Boruto Review. Now, like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe too hard during this audio podcast recording as well, at the cost of the audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain adult language. If you're under 18, now if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this everything else the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, when we left Boruto and his, Boruto and his gang, they were still a a Fume pirate had stolen aboard the pirate ship that they stole from the Fume pirates, and he destroyed the engine and left by doing so the ship was dead in the water in the middle of the sea. So basically Dicky is trying to do his best to fix the engine, but it's beyond his he doesn't Dicky's a good boy at fixing things, but no, he never really worked on a ship engine before. It's beyond his capabilities. So basically, we see Boruto on the deck, in the hot sun. We see Boruto outside on the deck of the ship, in the hot sun, having a hallucination dream. So basically, in this dream, he had a dream that he fell overboard due to the heat. And he was drowning. He was saved by a boy with red feet, with red hands. So basically, lucky for him, Boruto got splashed by a bucket of water by Ribe, and then there's oh damn, Boruto, you was having a damn heat dream hallucination. So basically, Boruto was convinced that it was so real. And as I was telling him that you just sitting on this hot deck, you were just having an hallucination by the heat on this hard as deck. So anyway, in a boat, this tugboat came towards the ship, and the boy that Boruto saw in his hallucination dream, was on that boat. So basically, the boy in this old guy boarded the ship from the tugboat, boarded the ship. So basically. The old guy's name is Kairakiri and Ike, and the boy's name I believe is pronounced Ika. Ika. If I'm I believe it's pronounced Ika, but if I'm pronouncing it wrong, or I'm pronouncing the old man's wrong. Kairakiri's name wrong, please forget me. Please forget me to not need these two characters' name wrong. So basically, Kairakiri said that it's a shipwright builder. So basically, he builds and fix ships. He builds and fix ships at his dock near the island, and near one of the islands and whatnot at his dry dock. And Ika is a apprentice. Is his apprentice. So basically, Boruto nodded where was glad to see him, and took him to the engine room and see if he could fix the ship's engine. But when he got there, he said that I don't have to choose on board my ship to fix your engine, but I can but I could tow the ship and take it to my dry dock near the island nearby and fix your engine. So basically, that little tugboat had enough had was pretty powerful and tugged the dead pirate ship to the bay harbor of the dry dock, the shipyard that Kawakiti work and own, and took it and pulled, Kawakiti's powerful little tugboat ship pulled the giant busted pirate ship to his shipyard to fix their shit. So basically, Boruto was still trying to believe that Aiko he still believes that his dream wasn't a dream. His heat dream was not a dream or not. But and basically, he accepted that maybe I was, maybe it was just a dream, just a heat dream caused by the heat and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, Boruto, Weaver, and Melody, help the old man, fix the ship engine. Kawaki and Misty, started decided to tour the island of the shipyard, toward the island where the shipyard is, go see the island of the whole shipyard, and ask for Kagura and his people along with along with Shirada, Kagura, so basically Shirada with his people, with Kagura's people, to go find a phone to see how the things are going along at the midst of this with the Fume pirate situation. So anyway, so everybody went on their little separate adventures and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile somewhere at a small island where the pirates' home base, the pirates' own, we finally get to see the pirates' main base is an island somewhere, full with pirates. So basically, we see Al, and we see Ava and Ira who was having this big banquet inside the little fortress, on the island, on the little fortress on the island, having the banquet, for Ava, getting free from that prison and whatnot, and their sister was there too. So basically, I think Ira's sister was there as well. So anyway, Tim McCann with a big fish for the bacon and told him that that some a bunch of ninjas and hidden Lisa just sabotage the cannon on the fortress, and therefore the fortress sank. And basically Ira said, it must be those same ninjas that I must met back at the prison when I broke you out, Father. And Aaron was like, don't worry, ever since I broke out, a lot more people is joining my talk, ever since Eva got broken out, a lot more people want to join the female pirates, basically want to take over the whole ocean and basically take down the misfits. So don't worry about the battle forces. Don't worry, we'll make it up. So with force, and basically A1 is like we saw it came out that don't worry, we'll get those ninjas back for thinking of money battle forces, and its canon as well. So anyway, I was pissed that that battle force was a big part of of the plan that battle forces and its cannon and its powerful scientific cannon was a major part of the plan to conquer the land and water and whatnot, and basically the misfits as well. So anyway, meanwhile, back on the ship on the shipyard island, Carver managed to get to a phone, and basically the situation right now at the Misfit is pretty serious. So basically, everybody's holding their own. So basically, the pirates have a lot of forces, but at least Carver said Carver did tell the person he was talking to the phone with, probably one of the Musikagi's aides, that we did took out that mobile forces of the pirates. So basically, the mixed forces won't have any hard problems with with dealing with the pirate forces now. So basically, Cargo's we just have to, wait for our ship to get fixed and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile, Clarky was just, was kind of annoyed that Misty was following him while he was checking out the island. So basically, how Karaki is, why you following? And basically, I want to follow you wherever you go and stuff. So basically, Misty was being Misty, but he was just. And Clarky was kind of annoyed with Misty just following him while he's trying to explore the island where the shipyard is. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the shipyard, everything came to a halt that there was a certain parts that they needed to finish, that they needed to finish fixing the engine, but there was not in stock. I forgot to stock the parts that they need, and so basically, Aka's job was to make sure that that the parts that they needed to fix the ship's engine was in stock. So basically, blah blah blah, whatnot. So basically, Kayakidi was pissed off at Aka for not, making sure that the stock would start with a certain amount of parts. So basically, they need these special parts to fix the engine of the pirate ship that Boruto and others stole to it. So basically, but it's somewhere on the south side of the island that you need to take, on the south, on a north island somewhere from the shipyard that they needed these parts that they needed to fix their engine. So basically, I kind of just volunteered to go get the parts himself in his own boat. But Kawakiri was it's too dangerous. There's been pirates there. So basically, you could easily get in trouble with the pirates. So basically, Boruto volunteered to go with Aika to go, to get the parts that they needed to fix their ship and whatnot. So basically, so Aika took Boruto to the dock and where his little tiny ship is, so that Ika did himself. So basically, Ika did this little tiny ship that went very fast and whatnot. And Boruto was impressed that this little tiny ship can go very fast and whatnot. So basically, Ika was talking to Boruto that the reason why I wanted to the reason why I wanted to be a shipbuilder because I want to once I'm done learning how learning everything how to build a ship, I'm gonna build my own giant ship and travel the world in it. Helping people out with stuff like that. So basically, he went to. So basically, that's the reason why Ika wants to is learning how to build ships in the first place because she wants to learn everything about ships and basically and once he's done learning everything about how to build ships, he wants to build his own big ship and sell the world in it and whatnot. So anyway, so basically Boruto is like thought that it was a noble dream and that Ika had the noble dream and basically an episode ended and the whole episode ended with Boruto and Ika, getting towards the island, getting towards the island, getting towards the island, and that's how the episode ended with Boruto and Ika's ship, along with Ika, basically, this, just basically, driving towards the island in the boat, driving towards the island in the boat, and that's how the episode ended. For this episode was not bad. This was a good standard episode. There's just in the tight situation and whatnot. So basically, this was a basic episode. Well, none of us asking, but at least we got some details about the bad guys and to see like their plans and their future plans, what they want to do with the misplaced and the land of water and whatnot. Like always, what do you guys think? Good or bad? Let me know. Sign off. One.